It's Friday. You ain't got, you know what, I can't even go that far. This show's pretty much safe for work, so while I could throw lines from the movie Friday at you for hours on end, we'll just stick to the scores and more from a great night of wrestling. That's right, folks. You can only quote Friday if you've seen the movie. And, folks, I seen it. I even have it on VHS. What's that got to do with wrestling? Absolutely nothing. But here's your rundown from January 19th, 2018. It's Short Time Shots. I'm Hall of Fame wrestling writer, broadcaster, and announcer Jason Bryant, and this is how you should start off each and every Saturday morning. Top-ranked Penn State blitz number 24 Purdue in front of another sellout Rec Hall crowd on Friday. Purdue got up early after Penn State had a rare forfeit at 125 pounds. Penn State Sports Info reported that both eligible 125-pounders were sick and were not in any shape to compete. That'd be the only W Purdue would get. The Murderers' Row of 5 NCAA champions swept 149 through 184 with 3 falls, a technical fall, and a major decision. In case you don't know who that is, that's Zane Rutherford, Jason Nolf, Vincenzo Joseph, Mark Hall, and Bo Nickel. Oh, by the way, Shakur Rashid adds a fall for the icing on the cake. Might not be a stretch to say that this could be the best 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's amazing. I have the same combination on my luggage. It might be the best 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the type of combination an idiot puts on his luggage. Anyway, this might be the best 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch in the history of college wrestling. And I don't like to subscribe to that hyperbole about the best of all time. Best of all time. My history goes back to the mid-'90s. I'm backing up a little bit more. Learning from guys like just the history, Don Sayanga, Denny Deal, et cetera, the late John Harmon and Jay Hammond. It's hard for me to say best of all time, but I tell you what, it's the best I've ever seen right now. I've got 20 years in this, and I've got, let's see, if I'm 38, hopefully I'll live to be 100. Well, with the advances in medical technology, there's no reason I couldn't live to be at least 300, 400 years old. But anyway, it's good. So pay attention, folks, even if you're not a Penn State fan. I don't care who wins. I just like to see great wrestling. So if you're a fan of a rival program, just sit back and look at what the heck's going on with that. Where have you seen 5 in a row like that? Anyway, they're so freaking fun to watch. There's that F word, fun. Missouri improved to 15-0 and 6-0 in the MAC with a 29-6 win over 17th-ranked Central Michigan. The win clinched the regular season title in the Mid-American Conference for the Tigers, who won 8 out of 10, including an upset win by Canten Marriott over Jordan Ellingwood at 184 pounds. Grant Leeth upended All-American Justin Oliver 3-1 at 149. Quite the recovery from a guy who many thought might not ever wrestle again after some pretty serious injuries. Couple matches of note in 5th-ranked Oklahoma State's 29-6 win over Big 12 opponent West Virginia. Nick Piccinini topped Zeke Moisey 4-0 at 125, while 197-pound All-American Preston Weigel beat the ageless Jake Smith 5-2 at, again, 197. This brought to you by the U.S. Department of Redundancy Department. Jake Smith been wrestling at West Virginia since Millard Fillmore was president. Yeah, that's a Millard Fillmore reference because there was a kid I was doing a voiceover today. He's from Fillmore Central High School out in Nebraska. Anyway, just watch Fox College Sports to catch that reference like a week from now. 6th-ranked NC State opened up ACC competition, beating host Duke 32-6. Best result here was at 157, where NC State's Hayden Hidley topped Mitch Feinsilver 10-5. Overall, Duke's tandem twins combined to go 2-2. Yes, there are 4 Feinsilvers in the lineup, and there are 2 different sets of twins, and yes, they're brothers. The People's Champ at heavyweight, Jacob Casper, beat Malik McDonald 8-6 for one of Duke's 2 victories. Number 8, Michigan topped Wisconsin 29-10, but that one had a couple of head-scratchers, the biggest coming at 157, where Andrew Crone of Wisconsin knocked off All-American Alec Pantaleo 3-0. This one coming right after Malik Amin's big fall over Cole Martin at 149. Wisconsin Hunter Ritter picked up I was doing so good. Wisconsin Hunter Ritter picked off All-American Kevin Beasley 3-2 at 197 pounds. There was no Logan Massa, and we did see Evan Wick tech Justin Hughes at 165. Adam Kuhn, on his way to the space program, or so he thinks, launched Ben Stone for 41 seconds. That was all we got to see from Adam Kuhn on Friday night. Number 12, Cornell took advantage of 2 missing Lehigh stars and picked off the number 7 Mountain Hawks 23-14 in a sold-out crowd up in Ithaca. Ithaca is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I don't know. I've never been there. I've just seen the bumper sticker. Cornell was powered by Yanni Dakamahalis, who earned an 8-0 major decision over Luke Karam at 141, and Ben Darmstadt who pinned Jake Jacobson at 2:36 of the first period at 197. Lehigh still without Scotty Parker and Ryan Price, but you wrestle with who you got. Number 16, Rutgers picked up a 37-9 victory at the rack over Hofstra. The Scarlet Knights improved to 5-3 on the season and picked up 7 bonus victories in front of over 3,100 at the rack. I said rack twice. Hofstra heavyweight Michael Hughes picked up his weight class leading 13th fall of the season. He is at 285 pounds. He is a big, big man. Taylor Venz's victory at 184 pounds was enough to give Nebraska an 18-17 criteria victory over Northwestern. Northwestern, it's scary close to being like unbeaten. They've lost 2 really tight duels. Once to Illinois and once to Nebraska, both by a point. Crazy. Number 25, North Carolina opened up ACC competition by rallying past Virginia 24-15. The Cavaliers jumped ahead with back-to-back falls at 125 and 133. One of those coming from Louis Hayes, the other coming from Jack Mueller, who pinned Zach Sherman at 133. The Tar Heels swept the last 4 weights, including a major decision from Ethan Ramos at 174 pounds, beating Will Shaney. Ramos had been out of the lineup since the Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational. That's over a month. Yeah, a month. Math, not good. December 2nd. It's now January, as I record this, 19th, 20th. Anyway, Old Dominion Fire Up Monarchs won 3 of 4 overtime matches to scrap out a deceptively close 22-9 win over Buffalo in the MAC. McHale, that's McHale, not Michael. McHale like Kevin McHale. Yikes, that's crazy. I mean, I'm an ODU guy, and I should know that. I didn't know that, and Daryl Thomas corrected me at the Midlands. Anyway, Mikhail McGee, Luke Drugak, and Antonio Agee all won matches with takedowns in the extra period. Michigan State beat Indiana 18-15 in the Big Ten. Moving on. Northern Colorado heavyweight Robert Winters picked up a win in sudden victory over Spencer Empey to give Troy Nickerson's Bears a 21-20 win over Cal Poly. Northern Colorado won the bonus battle with 3 majors and a fall compared to just 2 bonus wins by the Mustangs. In EIWA action, Bucknell, which is a bit of a walking wounded team right now, wrestled well and picked off Harvard 21-10. Best match there was Tyler Smith's 8-2 win at 141 pounds over A.J. Jaffe. Keeping it in the EIWA, Navy won the last 5 to surge past American 22-9. In Division II, top-ranked St. Cloud State headed west to Minot, it's in North Dakota if you're geographically challenged, and picked up a 32-6 win over the Minot State Beavers to improve to 13-0. Notre Dame College thrashed West Liberty 36-7, while out in Colorado we had a couple Rocky Mountain duels to take in. Colorado, Rocky Mountain. Oh, wait, apparently that's legal there. Western State Colorado beat Colorado School of Mines. That's Mines, M-I-N-E-S, not Mimes. It'd be a rather quiet home duel if they were the Mimes. There wouldn't be any yelling from the bench. Anyway, the Mountaineers, which is Western State Colorado, they're on the western slope. They beat the Ore Diggers. Yes, the Ore Diggers. Coach Meatwad, Austin DeVue in there. Anyway, they beat them 34-9, while Colorado State Pueblo beat Colorado Mesa 24-18 in a duel between schools that used to be known as the University of Southern Colorado and Mesa State College. Don't believe me? Google that. 6th-ranked Upper Iowa got past a scrappy Minnesota State squad 18-12. Big win to help the Peacocks get past the number 22 Mavericks was Nick Ballmer's win over nationally ranked Matt Blome at 197. Minnesota State's Andrew McFall upset Upper Iowa's Malik Williams 8-1 at 125. In Division III, Centenary won its first duel of the year, beating Garden State rival TCNJ, that's the College of New Jersey, 24-15. In case you didn't know, TCNJ used to be known as Trenton State, a longtime Division III powerhouse under late coach Dave Eisenhower. That's the show, the Ice Hour here on the Matt Talk Podcast Network, named in his honor. Eisenhower, the Ice Hour, you kind of get it. York College, the one in Pennsylvania, they are the Spartans. They beat Johns Hopkins, and Elizabethtown beat Gettysburg. For the complete breakdown of all these scores and more, check out almanac.matttalkonline.com, or if you want to just go to matttalkonline.com and click that scoreboard icon in the top right of your homepage. You're up for it. You can find out all those scores and more. Also, if you're up for it, you can join the team here at Matt Talk Online by going to matttalkonline.com/contribute to punch in your small monthly contribution to this network. This network brought you 444 episodes in 2017. That's ridiculous. All free, all on demand, all from your independent voice of wrestling, the Matt Talk Podcast Network. That's all I've got for you now. It is the wee hours in the morning. It's Saturday now as we finish this up, and I'd like to thank you for spending your time with me, because you've always got time for short time. The Short Time Wrestling Podcast is proudly outfitted by Compound Clothing. Shirts, singlets, custom gear orders, everything you need. Call up Cliff and the crew at cmpteamwear.com. First time listening? Well, you can change that by going to mattalkonline.com/getshorttime to subscribe on Apple Podcasts or listen on your favorite podcatcher at mattalkonline.com/listen.